I'm Paolo, and welcome back to another episode of Line Dancers at the Pier. Today's theme is the Dean Collins Shim Sham. It's one of my all-time favorites. I've been dancing this about 20 years. First learned it from Roddy Caravella, a great pal of mine, and Lindy Hopper. But of course, it's the vocabulary and choreography of the great Dean Collins, who is credited for bringing the Lindy Hop to the West Coast, to California. So here's what we're going to do. It's so much fun. We're going to demonstrate it first. Our dancers are going to be facing the water, so you can join in and face them and try to pick up some of the steps if you don't already know it. And then afterwards, I'll break down some of the steps so you can add these to your vocabulary of swing. I think you're going to have fun today. Get ready, get your dance shoes on, and let's get started.
I love that woman so. Though she doesn't want me, I'll never, never let her go. I wanna roll, wanna thrill deep down in my soul. Oh, baby, oh, that's what you're doing to me. Oh, yeah, that's what you're doing to me.
Are you ready? You got your dance shoes on? Here's what I want to just suggest. If you don't already know the Shim Sham, the standard Shim Sham, go back to our instructionals, look for the Shim Sham, learn that, make sure you have that solid, because the first part of this is almost identical to this Shim Sham. And 1, 2, and 3, double on the right, left, double on the left, right? Now this is where the similarity ends. We're going to do our Dean break now. 2 kickball changes. And then a Shim Sham break. Tap, tap, take it back, take it forward. So I'll do that again non-stop, starting with the stop-offs. And 1, 2, and 3, double on the right. And 1, 2, and 3, double on the left. And 1, 2, and 3, kickball change, Shim Sham break, and 5, 6, 7. From this angle, count it off with me. 5, 6, and 7. And 1, 2, and 3, double on the right. And 1, 2, and 3, double on the left. And 1, 2, and 3, 2 kickball changes right into the Shim Sham break. Fantastic. Moving on, the pushes. Push it, and cross over. Push it, cross over. push it once, push it twice. This is where the similarity ends. And step, kick, ball, change. Shim sham break. And a 1, 2, and 3. Double on the right. And a 1, 2, and 3. Double on the left. And a 1, 2, and 3. 2 kickball changes into a shim sham break. Now we push it. Push it once. Push it twice. Cross over. Once. Twice. Cross over. Once. Twice. Then change your weight to your left. Kickball change just one time. Shim sham break. Okay, next, the Tacky Annie. This is similar to the standard, but we do an in and out. That makes it a little bit unique. Very, very Dean Collins. Here's how we do it. Start with the Tacky Annie standard, stomp off, pull it in, and then here's where it varies. In and out and in and out. I'll do it from this angle. Starting with the Tacky Annie. Stomp off, tap in, tap out, tap in and out and in and out. So I'm doing sort of a shuffle inward and outward for the second 4 beats. I'll count it out. 5 and 6 and 7 and 8. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 again. 1, 3 and 5 and 6 and 7 and 8. Fantastic. How do we get out of it? Here's the last one. Stop off. 1, 3. Tap, kick, ball, change. Let's do that facing you. The last Tacky Annie. This is where the break happens. And 8. Tap in, tap in, tap back, kick, ball, change. From this angle. Stomp off. Tacky in, tap back, kick, ball, change. Now you're ready for the shim sham break. And 1, 2, and 3, and 5, 6, 7. Wonderful. Now we move on to the half breaks. You already know them, right? But here's where it all changes. First set is normal. Half break, shim sham break. That's just like the standard. Here's where things get tricky. There we go, a little bit of sun. Here's where things get tricky. Second time around. Second time. And 1, 2, and 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. All right, immediately on count 8. 8, bring that knee up. 8, 1 and 2. From this angle. And 1, 2, and 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. And triple step, knee, and step, cross the right over the left, spin out. Woo! From this angle, 6 and 7, and 1, 4, 5, and triple step, knee and step, cross. Fantastic. So we've gotten through the standard part of the shim sham. Now things go in a completely different direction. The Suzy Q doesn't look like your standard Suzy Q, so we call this Dean's Suzy Q. And here's how we do it. We're going to start with the toe on the left. All the weight on the left leg is toe, right leg flat. From this angle, here. Okay, so our Suzy Q, similar in that there's a lot of rotation of the feet. The Suzy Q pulls from here. What we do is we pull the right into the left. At the same time, you're going to turn the toes inward. From here, turn the toes inward, bring the right leg in. Turn the toes in, bring the right leg in. Again from here. In. Good. So that's the technique. Let's actually do the Suzy Q Dean's way now. And 1, 2, and 3, 4, and 5, 6, and 7, And now we switch. Right toe. Soft right knee. Bring the left leg in. 1, 3, 5, 7. Our change works like this. It's a stomp off and stomp off. Now we're back to where we started. Soft left leg, toe. 1, 3, and 5. Super. I'll do it one more time, non-stop. In this position, with the soft left knee. Ready? And 1, 3, 5, 7. Stomp off. Now the right leg. 1, 3, 5, 7, and stomp. 1, 3, and 5. Now we stop on 5 because we move on. So take a little breather, get a drink. This is the end of part 1. We'll come back. Yeah, we're having a little drink, little break. Okay, so we're back for part 2 of the Dean Collins Shim Sham. When we last left off, we had just finished Dean's Suzy Q. So we're going to review that just one more time, taking it from the last half break, go into the Suzy Q, and then we'll move on. All right, so here's what we did. For the Suzy Q, from the half break, we had half break, and the Suzy Q right here. I'll do that again, taking it from the last half break into Dean's break, and of course the Suzy Q. And 1, 2, and 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7, and triple step and step. 5, 6, and 7. Set. Suzy Q to the left. Suzy Q to the right. Suzy Q to the left. Step, kick, ball change into the Shim Sham break. Tap, tap, take it back, take it forward. I'll do that again facing you. Taking it from the last half break. Half break, and triple step, kick, turn it, Suzy Q to the left, take it to the right, take it to the left 3 times only, 3, make sure you change your weight to your left foot, kick ball change into a Shim Sham break, tap, tap, take it back, take it forward. 2 and 3, 4 and 5, 6, 7. Notice the reposition. Now my slide forward. Right, left, back. Left, right, back. Woo! Again. Right, left, back. Left, right, back. 6 and 7. Slide right. Slides. Okay, so out and in. 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 Cross. Woo! Facing you for that. Out and in, out and in, out and in, and final cross, left foot in front of the right. From there, we have our wonderful Shorty George. And 1, 2, 3. Now, when I do the Shorty George, in this version, it ends with a pose. And 1, 2, pose. From this angle, kick, and 1, 2, pose. Left leg is straight, right leg is soft knee. That pose sets us up for a swivel action. And 1, 3. Now we swivel the right leg. Swivel out and in, out and in. Facing you. Awesome. Let's do it with the other leg. Well, that's it for this episode. Thank you very much for joining me. For a more comprehensive breakdown of these patterns and steps, look out for a new release coming your way at lindyland.com. Till then, buona giornata.